Okay, so this is what we're looking at. I think we should probably wait for it to rotate over to Goblin Caves for our solos. We could do Frost Mountain, but I'm starting to remember now that the reason I'm a little bit hesitant to do Dark and Darker late night is sometimes the higher gear score lobbies don't get as full on the East Coast servers. So if we want good connection, but we queue in to, let's say, like Frost Mountain or Crypts, it might only have a handful of people, whereas if I wait for Goblin Caves, it's probably going to be full. And I think Goblin Cave solos tends to be like the favorite right now. It's definitely my favorite. But I do want to give Crypts a chance, but we're definitely going to be skipping Frost Mountain for a little bit. So once that countdown goes down, we got 2 more minutes, then we're going to get started here. But it looks like we left off. Maybe we're trying out the Thrust build, Poison. We're not doing the Pickpocket stuff anymore. Let's just start off with a normal build. Let me see what kind of quests we're on. Alright, so we gotta use surgery kits. We gotta kill stuff in hell, kill mummies. We gotta find the Demon Throne location, that's important. Bunch of different items we gotta collect. 2 more pieces of red ore. Alright, so this character's pretty far behind on questing, but they've added this new skeleton guy. Let's see what's up with him. Okay, so he wants us to turn in bones and skulls. He's going to give us these silver skull tokens that we can find in raid now. So it's kind of cool to have a little token, like around Valentine's Day you could kill enemies and find little candies, and then trade the candies for good loots. So this guy wants, let's see, like 26 silvers for a nice sword, or 27 golds for a really good longbow, stuff like that. So yeah, let's try to, it gives incentive to actually looting all the small time mobs like goblins and skeletons and shit again. Thanks for helping me with some of my shittiest nights, man. Don't know how many times I've been going through it and you give me some good content to distract myself. Oh, Divine, thanks for saying it, dude. You'll get through the tough times, man. I'm always gonna be here. And yo, Prozac, thanks for the 3-month sub. Oh, what's going on, Fizz? We got Uncle Fu with the 91 months, dude. We're past 90 now, that's insane. We're approaching 100 months, dude. I don't know what to say. Thanks for all the support. We got Holiday. Thanks for all the gifted subs. We got Dream, Tactical, Racing, all you guys that I missed, Franz, Bones, thanks for coming in. And dude, Artie, it's good to see you, 7-8 months. Says, I hope you're doing good, man. I've been super addicted to Hunt Showdown, thinking of maybe picking up DayZ again. Is this a good time to come back in? Damn, so first of all, I heard it's a good time to be maybe playing Hunt Showdown. Sometime this month they're doing like a massive update, so I was thinking about trying that. But as for DayZ, yeah, we got a massive new map coming later this year, obviously Sakal, so it's probably a good time to get warmed up, get ready for the new update later. But right now the new experimental patch leading up to that new map just came out, so you can test experimental or play some stable, it's up to you. Alright, how much time do we got? Less than a minute, and then we're going to queue in. So our gear score right here, we got to stay below 125, so 124 below to get into like the mid-tier lobbies. And then if we get super juiced, we might just play high roller or go into the higher tier lobbies. But the sad thing is, the sub 25, the super low gear score lobbies might be the most populated because it's got a mix of newbies and people that are just trying to have like a casual experience. So if these lobbies seem kind of dead late at night and then we die, maybe we dabble in the super low tier lobbies and just like mess around with pickpocketing or something. So yeah, we got some options, but let's see how it goes. Where do you get the golden coin chest? So they have this thing, the very last quest, or one of the last few quests for the treasure, gives you the golden coin chest. At one point it was the last one, but I think they've added some more since. So you have to turn in one of each royal gem to get it. So I found all the gems amongst like different characters, and you can put those into your shared stash tab, and then just any character that gets on the quest, you can turn all the gems over to that guy. So we haven't done the chest quest on this guy, but I did do it on like my main character that I sometimes play off stream with friends on, you know what I mean? So now we're actually working for our second gold coin chest. We just need a few more gems. It's alright, I'm sure you know everything about that stuff, but I know we got some newbies in here that don't really know what's going on. It's not good. I remember how to play this game again. Alright, we got 56 luck. It's not too bad. Oh, here's somebody. Oh, fuck. Oh, he left. Must be a ranger trap. Not used to getting bear trapped. There's a certain perk I can have that always shows me those traps. Might be worth running again. That sounds kind of fun to play ranger and focus on trapping people. But I just remember my experience playing ranger, I always just kind of felt bad for either wanting to camp a trap and like bring people back to it, which is a good strat, or I just felt bad that I can like constantly peg them from across the map. And if I'm having a bad day with the bow and I'm just like missing easy shots and then you just start to get like, I don't know, I'd rather play the melee game in a sense. But it is, oh, there's a guy. It is kind of tempting to try ranger again someday. This guy's a ranger. He's fighting somebody. So I guess as a rogue we should try to third party at all costs here. Wait, are these guys together? No, they're fighting each other for sure. Oh fuck, there's another guy coming. Let's just let these guys all kill each other. And they're all still through, or not sure if one of them died or are they all alive still. He's healing to full. Jeez, there's dudes everywhere. This is where I wish I had a bear trap right here. Or did that cancel out on me again? Guess I went too fast. Oh fuck, we're in trouble. Yep, we're in some deep trouble. This guy's quick. This is a war zone up there. I guess the 124 gear score lobbies tend to have the best fights sometimes. Or players are actually willing to lose their stuff. What was that? I don't know, I feel like my sensitivities are a little bit too low or a little bit too high in this game. Can't really tell. What is going on here? Ah. Everybody is here. I've never seen something like this. Shit. No. Oh, no. He's just standing there. Wait for the invis. Whoa, what was that noise? There's a guy like right on top of me. This takes forever. Oh, I'm bugged. I can't take the monies. This guy's got way too many heals, dude. But he's probably survived so many times, that's why. Look at the money. It's give me the monies. What about that ranger that we killed? Where was that dead guy? Here he is. Could leave. Ah, he's already been checked. Ah, we'll just leave somewhere else, it's all good. Wouldn't mind taking these pants as a backup, they're not that good, but I usually go with loose trousers. Seems like a rage quit type of game. See, it is, but it isn't. The thing about D&D is you can immediately queue right back in with a base loadout and go into like lobbies that are probably going to be full of hopefully equal, you know, either newbies, mid-tier, or experienced players, depending on what you choose. So if you really take advantage of the fact that you can just go in with a base loadout into the lowest tier lobbies over and over and over again, you've got a good chance of having a good time. So, was a cape buff? So this one's only will 2 and additional magic damage. One we have is only dexterity, and then that magic damage helps our poison, I believe. Yeah, it's like if you were playing Tarkov, but every time you die in Tarkov, they spawn you in with like a decent weapon and a decent set of gear for you to just get back on your feet with, you know. Oops, not that. Well, I guess we could leave here. Did you say they're wiping D&D soon? I don't know if they're wiping D&D soon. I think that would be a big announcement in the community that you would probably hear from elsewhere. You know, whether it's on probably in their Discord or from some of the main D&D streamers. I know nothing about it right now. I think we're talking about a DayZ server wipe on certain servers. Oh, so they already announced. Okay, so D&D is wiping September 16th. We got a little bit over a month though. No, nice. I don't like the look of it. Looks a little bit more arcadey if you ask me. Was not expecting that. Shit. Should have some time here. Ooh, nice surgery kit. Well, at least the server wasn't empty. I don't know if we'd see that many players if we do the other maps, but Goblin Cave seems to be the most popular for sure, as you can see. That's a little too much. Alright, I kind of came out of there with some junk items. I didn't mean to have all those whites and grays. So we're usually trying to have nothing but greens and blues and above, even for our sellables, obviously. Okay, so we got the new Silver Skull token. We gotta get about 20 of those or 30 of those to get something good. I think somebody said they sell for pretty good money on the flea market as well. True Magic, Strength, not the best rings. True Magic, that's good though for the poison. That's really good as well, a little bit of luck. It's kind of junky stuff. Okay, let's check our gear score and then check how much time do we have for Goblin Caves. Might be like some blue band-aids or something that's putting us over. We should just sell stuff like that. Never gonna use that. Okay, 149. What's putting us over? Probably that campfire. What else is putting us over? confused. What do I have? Oh, the green crossbow. That's what it was. Definitely what it was. Okay. That's perfect. $123. Dark and Dark you can play for free right now. So the free account, access to only normal dungeons, you only get one character. I don't know what this means with the marketplace. The marketplace is probably limited. You only have one, or the default stash, so you can't have the shared tab between all your characters because you don't have any other characters. But then if you play that and you decide you want to upgrade, I think it's only $30 to get the main one. But you can definitely decide based off the free edition if you want to buy it. There's plenty of gameplay to have on the free edition. And that too, it's really not a big deal if you delete your level 20 character to try a different class. Because you get all the perks at level 15, and then you might say, I really don't care about Wizard, I want to swap to Barbarian. Just delete the Wizard and know that if you do go back, you can level up to 15 insanely fast. Once you know what you're doing, you can do that in one sitting. So it's not a big deal if you delete the whole character. You know, pregame lobby is a mistake, but apparently in the test servers right now, there is no pregame lobby. They're testing getting rid of it, and I think you're just going to load in so people aren't running around checking each other's gear and stuff, figuring out if they want to avoid them or try to fight them in the spawn zone. So I think it's for the best, even though it's funny sometimes. No, Naki, I really don't like the way, I don't want to get into the whole Dungeonborn versus D&D thing, but personally, regardless of all the details, I just don't care for the way it looks. I love the way D&D looks for some reason, kind of like I'm a DayZ fanboy, where I love the way DayZ looks, even though if you ask like the newest, latest gamers, they think it looks like shit. I'm kind of the same way with Dungeonborn. Like, I don't like the way it looks. I don't like their aesthetic. I don't like how your teammate always has a highlighted icon around him. Like, I don't like how it looks more cartoony when you're fighting each other with swords. It looks kind of arcadey, you know. Like, I just don't care. I don't want to play it, you know. Wait a minute, blue swords, any good? Yeah, if you play DFT and you love gearing up, this has a similar aspect, just medieval. So I'm trying not to just do the boss every single run, especially in these normal lobbies where we probably don't have a good chance of getting the gems. But if we spawn near the troll, it's a good spot to meet players. They could show up while we're fighting them. Let's just get both doors open in case we gotta escape. Yeah, it'd be even more fun with double jump. I think they reduced the amount of movement speed penalty with double jump, so I could run it again. Oh no! Dude, I totally fucked that up. I like jumped into him or something. Alright, I'm a little bit out of practice with the troll. He's like too easy that I'm trying to get too cocky, you know what I'm saying? Let's somebody said do the duos. We could go back to doing pickpocket duos. It might be more of a like survival challenge, but I guess this is our chance to do it now that I'm dead. Let's try to go back to pickpocketing. It might be more fun for these late night chills where like I really don't want to run around and try to like waste everybody. I think I'd rather go for the laughs with the pickpocket strat. Okay, so let's get rid of poison. Let's put on pickpockets. Let's go back for stealth mastery so we got a little bit more time. Nah, circle and left is like 2 guaranteed, but if you get good at circle right, you can do it better and faster. I've just actually never practiced the right side strat. Alright, let's go back to smoke bomb. Somebody told me they're trying to make it so you can't queue into duos and trios as a solo. I don't know if that's true though. I feel like we're forgetting something on this build, but let's see how populated these low tier lobbies are. Oh shit, did I do duos or trios? Or is this still solo? I should have checked. Oh, it's still solo, my bad. Alright, so if we do solo, low tier lobbies, we could try to team up with a guy to kill the boss. We get full lobbies here. How'd he get up there? And so I wonder, once they get rid of the pregame, are you just gonna be sitting there and it's gonna say like waiting for players ... Or are we gonna be able to go into like a solo pregame where we at least have the dummy to hit? I don't mind being able to hit the dummy in a pregame, that's kinda nice. Can't turn out to be a lizardman. Just can't do it. Don't know why I need to get rid of the lobby. It's okay, I think it's just the fact of gaining information before you go into the raid. You know, it's kind of cool, like you're going into a deep dark dungeon and you don't know what the hell you're going to encounter. Instead of it being like, oh, okay guys, we've got... Like you hear these super sweaty dudes, no offense, and they're like, oh dude, this lobby's got no rogues in it, bro. Or like, oh, this lobby's got fucking, it's got a comp that's like a rogue and a wizard and a fucking dual wield fighter, bro. That means we're going to crush them if we just hold W at them, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, there's always some kind of little information that these sweaties get. Whether it's team comp, how shiny their gear looks, or like how many of a certain class are in there. Like I think it's just best if we don't go in with the information. Like we just go in being like, man, I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna play normal because I want to keep my gear, and I don't know that I'm just gonna go shit stomp these guys, or I don't know yada yada. You know what I mean? But I think there's too many people that kind of look forward to the pregame lobby as a way to know if they're gonna avoid fights or go for fights. You know. Okay, so we're doing way less damage than before. Oh, I forgot to buy heals. What am I doing? Okay, we really gotta pickpocket somebody's heals. Gives us a good objective here at least. Oh no. Yeah, Mograt. It's a weird thing. Also allowing people to kind of pre-team anywhere, like in the pre-game lobby. It's just, it's cool that they had in-game voice chat, so they can't. You can talk to random survivors or random adventurers, whatever the hell you want to call them. But the problem is that teaming up aspect, where it's like we're playing solos. I meet up with a cool random. We decide to team up. Then another player comes along, and we don't necessarily want to team with him. We want to kill everything in the dungeon. So there's this weird thing where you're teaming up in a solo to kill another solo, and people get salty about that. Some people think it's bannable or whatever. So I think the DayZ element of being able to like encounter and talk to random people and see if you're gonna fight them or kill them is huge. I mean, fight them or team up with them is really cool. But even without in-game voice chat, you might just crouch up and down at a guy, and then you guys are teamed up, you know, with or without the voice chat. So people are getting pissed about team, and it's gonna be a hard thing to fix if they want to keep voice chat in, you know. I guess those guys would keep killing each other if we just stand here. It's all good though, we don't need next right now. Let's try to find some dudes. We got 3 people dying to skeletons. We gotta go back up to the next lobby. We gotta do at least 125. We'd want to be pickpocketing newbies. I kinda do, but we could do something else. Weird, somebody out here. Oh no. Can't be doing stuff like that when we got no heals. Oh, we're here on that skeleton champion. It's not a player. Frantic, I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, so this statue here gives you a speed buff, and then there's one that heals you, one that gives you like protection. Then there's like a res shrine as well, if you're trying to get a teammate up. Oh shit, here we go. I could actually pickpocket him through here. Not sure how we get over that guy. Oh shit, he probably saw us, didn't he? Okay, so we gotta go into this assuming they could be noobs, or they could be experienced. Oh. What'd you say? Yo, look, I wasn't trying to fight, bro. I wasn't trying to fight, my dude.
Hey, well, I got a quest item for that.
Okay, what's that mean? We don't gotta fight, right? Oh. Fuck you. Yeah, bars are kind of tough to go up against. When I'm doing the invis, you can like play a song that gets me out of it. Start organizing that guy's arrows inside of my body. Somebody else is over here. Man, it's got no heals. Needs something. Sometimes you get red pots in here. Well, maybe back to the only guy that we know of. problem with crypts without the shrinking circle is you don't get as many encounters unless you like forcibly go for them. Oh, somebody was here though. It's like I kind of just want to naturally stumble into the players, but it doesn't always happen on this map. Oh. Even though it's arguably my favorite map. Whoa, you're still alive? Damn, we gotta go back to the higher gear build. I just can't do such a low damage. We gotta put some stuff on. I guess we just take a blue actually. Let's just take this blue. Nope. Yeah, Flint. It's weird. Like, I like that they give us options on what maps we can play. But it seems like the common favorite amongst most people is waiting for solo Goblin Caves. A lot of people skip Frost Mountain. And then Crypts is like definitely the favorite for a lot of people if they're doing like duos and trios, I bet. But you might not be as inclined to do a solo for some reason. So I don't know, I think it's good and bad what we got going on with the map selection. Alright, whatever, let's just sell some junk, make it worth our time, I guess. Okay, so many people, we have only one guy left going down to hell. It's kind of good that we got out of there. It's not too fun fighting a warlock in hell. Okay, so let's totally strip down. Yeah, we gotta gear back up to the 124 mark. Let's just throw on some random stuff that I want to get rid of. We got way too many boots that are mediocre. Those are really fast. I guess true magic damage would be good for poison, but we're not using that at the moment. Let's go for the true physical. Definitely need some strength. Okay, so we probably want to stick to like a blue stiletto dagger. Okay, we got just enough room for a cape, it looks like. Okay, so physical power bonus is in the positive, movement speed is good, gear score is 124, that's perfect. Alright, we gotta wait for a minute and a half though. We don't have to. I could play Frost Mountains. I don't think it's going to be as popular though. So our time will be best spent inside of Goblin Caves probably. Have you farmed any AP this season? So, the kid, I did, I got up to Exemplar on one of my characters, and then I started leveling up some of the random characters to at least the green rank, so I can start out with 1,000 gold coin per next patch. So I forgot, but if you level up all your characters to at least this white rank, or the green rank, whatever it is, Wanderer, then you could technically put 10 coin bags onto one character via this shared stash tab, right? So I'm not going to do that, but I might at least put over like 4 or 5 gold coin purses to one character. That's kind of tempting. So I think I did like Fighter, Ranger, Barbarian, and then a couple of rogues, because I play, you know, one rogue with you guys, one rogue with friends, and then one that I just mess around with solo every once in a while. So I got a little bit of farming I could do, but I haven't gotten them all up yet. Yeah, I think that's what people are doing, right? Because people start the patch and I'm like, how the hell does he have 10 gold coin purses already? And I think it's because they're sharing them via the shared tab here, you know. Okay, so we could also get a luck pot just because it doesn't hurt our gear score. And yeah, it incentivizes, it's kind of nice, because if you're playing the game and you're like, I know I just want to stick with this one class, but I do kind of have fun with the other classes, or I'm kind of curious about the other classes, it incentivizes you to go and actually play the rest of the game to at least get the free coin bag, you know. And then it looks like this is the skin for the next patch. If you want to play as a Skeleton Champion skin, you can unlock that as well. And then the Exemplar rank, some kind of special fireplace. I know some people are bitching about this because it's only a tainted heart that is visible when you're dead, and like your teammate is grabbing this to go res you. But it's probably for the best that you don't have something that's amazing locked behind something a lot of people aren't going to get to. So, it's all good. You gonna do High Roller? Let's do one more normal. And if this seems like too easy for whatever reason, we can try High Roller after. Not too easy, it's just, I don't think High Roller is going to have as many players as this lobby late at night. And I think the players we do encounter are going to be extra sweaty, you know, trying to keep their gear and stuff. So this mid-tier lobby might be the perfect for population and people actually trying to go for fights. But yeah, if we want to get the best gems and say fuck PvP, let's just focus on getting the royal gems, we should do nothing but High Roller. So let's do at least a couple of those before bed. Yeah, the rewards we looked at are at the end of the season, and the only way you can get your AP score up to get those rewards is High Roller. But don't get it twisted. Just because you're playing High Roller doesn't mean you're going to be surrounded by like super good players. It might just be people that are trying to get their AP up. But it opens the floodgates for you maybe bumping into some absolute juice boxes. Okay, we could do this again. But yeah, let's just do it really, really fast. I'm not gonna die this time, hopefully. Oh, I didn't bring in the good perks for this. Oh no. Somebody's coming. It's a rogue out there. Oh, fuck. He wants to be pesky. Okay, so we have pickpocket on. I can actually keep my health pots on the belt. Okay, let's see if you're gonna do the boss then. You're gonna interrupt me like that. The way he did that, it's like there's so many cool ways that you can ambush somebody killing the boss that's like really successful, I feel. But being a rogue and just like shooting him with the hand crossbow once, it's like definitely not the coolest way to go about things. So he might be a newbie. That's not a bad thing, it's okay to be a newbie, but I don't know if he's actually gonna do the fight at all. No! No! How did he win that? I thought we had him easy. I must have missed too many hits. Alright, well maybe he wasn't a mega newbie. I guess we just had to stab him one more time. Oh, he's got some wolf hunter leggings? What the fuck are those? Didn't have the best stuff, didn't have the worst stuff, I guess. Okay, let's avoid going to the boss room for at least one raid here. We don't have to get caught up trying to kill that dude. We've killed him too many times. Yeah, I guess I underestimate how much damage those throwing daggers do. Okay, so we gotta gear back up to at least getting out of 25 gear score. And we got 2 minutes to do that. Let's just throw in some mediocre shit that we should really get rid of here. Not really worrying about what kind of stats are on it right now. Okay, we might actually have to buy a decent dagger though. Let's see how much the stilettos are. So, stiletto dagger. Let's go rare. Have some extra weapon damage. Oh, it's only 120 gold. That is super cheap for a really good dagger. Alright, and we got space for a cape. Let's just burn through something that's not really that good for us. Try to free up a little bit of inventory space as we go. Okay, what are we missing? Okay, so damage, at least in the positives. Movement speed is okay, that's all that really matters. Do you not use protection pots? Not really. I don't want to go like full sweat ball. I mean, I do. I should probably bring one in. That's going to put me over gear score now, though. When I'm playing rogue, I try to be like super sneaky to the point where I'm not doing that thing where I pop the pot and then they see the blue glow around me and know I'm coming. You know, it is best though. I should probably pop it right as I'm committing to a face-to-face fight like that last one. That probably would have won us the fight right there. But nah, I don't really use them as much as I should. don't forget the perks. Right. So it depends. Are we trying to kill people or are we trying to sneak around and pickpocket people? We could do a mix of both where we have enough escape artist stuff and enough damage. I want to be able to do the sneaky pickpocket stuff while also doing enough damage, so I think this is okay. But nah, feeling how that fight went, how like I thought he should have died but he didn't. Let's just go all out again. Let's go thrust. Poison. Be kind of fun to do back attack again. 30% more backstab power. Or ambush, more damage coming out of invis. Yeah, ambush is definitely good for the speed buff as well. Yeah, I still don't know how to take on those druids. When they turn into a panther, they usually eat me up. Oh, dude, it's my bad. I missed you. Holiday, thanks for the 5. Get this sub bomb. We had Dream, Tactical, Prozac, again, Uncle Food. Thanks for the huge resub earlier. Was it Terracotta, Bagel Nuts, Legitorium, Sense. Thanks for the massive resubs as well that I missed. Yeah, we gotta bring in 1 fire potty trade. I forgot my Molotov. Try to catch the rat in the fire, that'd be nice. Smoke pot. It's just fun, man. I think the idea of doing a little bit of extra damage is boring compared to having a whole new utility like a smoke pod or a new ability. So like if we're in a really bad spot where you know you're gonna die, you can throw up the smoke pod as like a shield, smoke screen to get away. Maybe just enough to open a door or try to get away from an enemy, you know? Or you can go invis and walk through the smoke if they're trying to chase you through it. Like, it kind of reminds me of having a smoke grenade in Counter-Strike, where you either want to block off a door or you want to confuse the enemy or whatever. So like the idea of it is cool, it's just some people say it kind of sucks where like it doesn't bloom as fast as it used to or as fast as it could. Like you can see through it sometimes. So I'm just kind of testing it out. I think it's really good for the escaping pickpocket playstyle, but obviously using Rupture or Weak Point is going to get you more kills. Or more damage at least, not necessarily more kills. Yeah, I saw they removed the pregame lobby in the test servers, but I just don't know how it looks yet. We gotta check it out. Does it just say looking for players ... and you're sitting at like a frozen screen, or do you go into like a solo pregame lobby? I want to see what it's like. How'd you die so fast, Goblin? Ooh, got those gold skulls. I think I hear somebody. What are we hitting with that's killing these guys so fast? That's crazy. Yeah, how is it so OP? I think we're just going from the lowest damage to the highest damage. Not highest, but much higher than we were at with the pickpocket build. Frost Pennant, oh yeah, 3 Fizz power, that's helping. We're still only 1% physical power bonus, but then when I swing, we're up to 16 because of Dagger Mastery. Not bad, 2 strength, 2 agility, 6 move speed. Ah, dude, Cibi, I wouldn't even get into it, dude. I'm glad that you love DayZ so much. I do too, but it's not even worth comparing DayZ to D&D. They're so different. And like, as much as I love DayZ, I'm glad that we have a game that's completely different, that you almost can get immersed in because it's so different than what you usually play, you know? For some people, D&D is like their favorite fucking game for like a lot of good reasons, you know? It's not gonna take the #1 spot from us with DayZ, but it's still fun to play. I gotcha, I gotcha. Yeah, well that's the thing. Some people go so sweaty hardcore that it's much more than the 2-minute noodles to them. You know, it's like literally their no-life game. But I cringe out a little bit when I hear about how seriously sweaty this shit gets. Like, we're in the dungeon swinging swords and you're gonna like meta break down every little minute movement that people make. And it's all about kiting and spacing and movement speed. Like, it's kind of cringy like when it gets down to the most hardcore sweat fest, I think. Whereas I just want to be in like this immersive medieval old school dungeon, kind of serious, kind of casual, you know what I mean? Like my serious thing is DayZ during like a good run, so I kind of come here to cool off a little bit, but then you see how sweaty it can really get. Where am I going? I think somebody was just in here. Yeah, the meta gets crazy in every game with the Metalords, but there's something unique about, like, it just took me by surprise how serious this game is taken. You know, I thought it was gonna be like, yeah, it's just whatever, just jump in, kind of casual, but no, dude, it's like the most fucking serious game ever to some people. I think he's at the end of that hallway. I think it's a dead end down there. What are you doing moving that light around? Oh. Fuck. And the Barbarian's kind of scary, he's got so much HP. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, he's hit again. Oh, this guy's a newbie. Oh. Sorry, bro. And you could kind of sense that he might have been. Oh, he's not even popping his luck pot? What's going on with this guy? Alright, so he knows what he's doing. He's just been having too many drinks tonight. Forgot to pop his luck pot. Damn, he's got some good skulls. Ooh, he's got some luck stuff on. See, luck's not that great. Unless it has other good stats on it, but I like luck because it could increase our chance of getting those really good gems. I think the gems are only possible to get in High Roller though. Can you get the royal stuff in normals? Just gotta get with those golden skulls. 18 silver, 12 gold. Guess we save that pot for later. Luck pot. Man, I wonder if it's the thrust that's making this seem like I'm doing way more damage. Does 20% extra armor pen help us kill goblins and stuff, or is that only armored players? Yeah, we need 2 red ore. I do have a pickaxe, you're right. Shit. It's only players, not goblins. Just weird that I was 2-tapping so many goblins. This guy down there. Feels a little bit delayed right there. Yeah, that guy probably already left here. Yeah, he probably left. That's too bad. Oh yeah, where does that red ore spawn that you're talking about? Oh, it's Inferno only. That's right. No, Edward, the wizard ran away and took a static extract. Yeah, I'm sorry about the ads, dude, but it's Twitch has kind of put us in a spot where if you're part of the ad incentive program or not, there's going to be ads ran on the channel. So when you partake in the ad incentive program, you decide on how many minutes of ads per hour. And I think I'm only at like 2 minutes per hour, but also I don't want to play that game of trying to run ads when I don't think anything's going on. Because I'd hope that like we don't really know when the good stuff's going to happen, especially in games like DayZ. That I'm not gonna stress out about trying to have perfect ad timings all day. I'm gonna try to focus on the game. Aw, fuck. Oh, he wants to use this extract with me. Oh no. It's taken. Oh no. I need to... Fuck, where can I go? I think we're dead. I wasn't even paying attention. We got like no time now. I'm dead. Wait, actually I think this is cleared out all the way over here. Go, 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 go. Come on, nice. Man, that Warlock's lucky we didn't have Cutthroat. He would have been dead if I had Cutthroat right there. We could have disabled him from using that Phantom Eyes. He just stood there. Well, we can't have everything. I guess for this next one, let's run Cutthroat just because of that, though. Like sometimes there's a certain perk that makes you feel like you can just take on 2 of the classes. Maybe it's like Wizard, Warlock, or Spellcasters, whatever. It's gotta be Cutthroat for that stuff. So alright, we got 2 minutes. Let's do a Goblin Cave High Roller. Try to get one of the Royal Gems. I didn't realize how late it was already. Alright, so at least we got those Golden Skulls. Oh shit, for High Roller though I need to have much more gear. We gotta get up to 225 gear score to get in, so we gotta make some quick changes here. Whatever, whatever, throw that on. Throw on some basic shit. 178. There we go. Alright, now we can chill out and try to fine-tune it. Okay, so our gear score has to be at least 225 to get into High Roller. I might just put on some bullshit gear just to reach that limit, since our main focus is killing the boss right now. Okay. Should be good. A little bit slow right now though, but that's okay. Yo, what's up, Steamlit? Yeah, Daisy was fun. I just didn't really feel like playing Demolsk late at night. It just kind of felt like a bunch of spawn zone nonsense, like bumping into fairly geared dudes when I was a freshie, so figured we'll end with a little bit of Dark and Darker tonight. Ooh. Wow, this guy's got some really good shit. 16 physical power bonus. We do not want to bump into that guy. Scott, what do you mean? Yeah, so you can play with up to a group of 3. So when the game first came out, or at least when I was playing it, it was, I'm pretty sure it was trios only. You had to go into crypts with a 3-man team, and if you want to play solo, then you had to go into crypts amongst 3-man teams as a solo. And it was pretty fun and intense as a solo rogue that can't escape from those guys to be amongst them. But then they added the solo duo trio lobbies. So there's certain things, you know, people always get pissed that maybe the game isn't balanced 100% amongst all these different classes in solo play. And I think that's fine because, or what they said in the beginning is they were trying to balance the game around the threes play, the trios, so like you get 3 different classes, put them together, try to come up with a good comp, they say. So maybe it's like wizard, barbarian, cleric, or whatever, you piece together 3 different classes and try to make something happen. So there's definitely a certain build and certain class combination that could be really good or really bad when you're fighting another class combination, you know? So the depth comes out of the 3v3s, I think, but some people probably think duos is their favorite if they just have one friend that plays the game, or people want to have the solo option, so it's good and it's bad, I guess, depending on how you look at it. I guess what I'm saying is like that solo rogue mindset where I'm lost in the dungeon surrounded by the odds are against me, but somehow we still escaped. Like that was cool when you were forced to go into trios, and now you can just kind of go baby mode and just fight solos all day, but it's probably for the best. It's not really baby mode either. It's, you know, it might feel like baby mode if you play the game too much, but then there's different tiers of low gear score versus super high roller gear score stuff. Oh, this is high roller. So the last one wasn't, this will be our first high roller of the night. Only got 20 luck though. Oh, I kind of forgot. So I need double jump to comfortably kill the Cyclops. I don't have to have it, but I should have turned it on. Let's just see how this goes. I might die, but I should be able to do this without double jump. If we die to the rock phase, it is what it is. Oh no. Yikes. Okay, I screwed that up. not so bad. No! Oh. Could be going a lot better, but at least we're alive. Alright, so we gotta heal up, especially for the players that might be waiting for us. So I avoided it that time. There we go. Jeez, alright, so it's not so bad, but it gets a little bit dicey without double jump. Okay, so our main focus is trying to get the gems from down here. Ooh. 2 true physical damage. Now we don't have as much physical power though. Okay, we gotta free up a little bit of space for all these goodies we're gonna grab. Yeah, there's no shrink and circle anymore. I'm curious to see if they'll ever add it back for a certain mode or map, but it seems like it's probably gone. It's funny how like a battle royale, it's like the main reason that some people call that a battle royale is now gone. Forgot to bring in a gold coin purse. You have the dagger in your left hand because you're left-handed. No, so in the game there's certain primaries and certain secondaries. So like if you really like the stiletto, it has to be in your left hand. So you can dual wield in this game. I could have the rondelle and the stiletto together. And you can't swap hands. So it has specialized attacks. Each weapon has a different move, different combos, you know, and some of them are locked to a certain hand. Yeah, I wonder how long it's going to take for the test server stuff to go live. Unstable. It's fun, because if you're doing like a Slayer dual wield build, you can try to piece together a bunch of different combos of weapons. Maybe like a Falchion with a stiletto, or a mace with a Castellan, like lots of different dual wield combos you might like. You can only loot this pile 5 times. Why no chest piece? So in the beginning, when you're trying to stick to a certain gear score, having no chest piece, unfortunately this game is kind of a win-win, because you don't have the minus move speed, and if you're trying to squeeze into like a 125 bracket, you know, blue chest piece is a lot of gear score. But in this case for the rogue, it's based off of... Ooh. Did I come in here with those shit basic boots? Are you kidding me? I had these boots on? Dude, I probably sold some good ones, what the fuck? Anyway. What was I saying? Can't believe myself. Yeah, so chest piece. It's gonna slow you down. And, we might find a chest piece in the raid. And some people don't like that. It's like, man, I should be able to get a full loadout without worrying about it. impact me in a way where it's like, it makes more sense to go in naked. Like, we used to hate the naked runners in Tarkov, because they just go in with nothing to lose, you know? But for me, I usually only skimp out on like 1 or 2 pieces. If I'm trying to get to a certain speed. So you'll see here, your move speed, 101. That's because my weapon was out, that's -10. Now it's 105. With the chest piece, I'd probably be lucky to have barely above 100%. There, what do we got there? Just drop some greens for now. I like no greens. Yeah, and like, you can watch different videos on the game. Everybody says if you're in an oh shit moment, the best thing you can do is drag off your chest piece and then run really fast. So the fact that you're going without one, you're just super fast to begin with. Oh, the scroll was green. Oh, fuck. Crazy guy up there. That was scary. Should have brought some more bolts. Whoops. Alright, no more band-aids. Oh, we should probably just leave. Surgery kits. All good. What's a solid solo class? That's the thing, you can turn any class into a solid solo class if you figure out how to play, you know. But right off the bat, I know that bards are sought after as being a good solo and a really good team class, so you can't go wrong being a bard. Fighter has so much room to swap your class around, whether you want to be more focused on using ranged or melee. You know, fighter's a good baseline. Especially a good baseline to learn the game. There's something about warlocks where like they can just heal off of everybody if you adopt a certain playstyle. You could be like virtually unkillable if you play the right way, but maybe they got nerfed a little bit, I don't know. Alright, let's just get out of here. How many people are still in here? Well, really don't think we want to run into Fetus Eater. Definitely don't want to run into this guy. Oh, damn, he's doing some weird thing with his book. It's like he half put his book away, half not. That was weird. Doesn't he loot the guy? I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do the wizard stuff. It seems very powerful, but I just don't know if I can do it. Okay, how much time we got for the map change? It's coming right up. Yeah, but I heard something about the wizard changes made wizards in a really good spot right now. Maybe try that out if you're trying to get into something new. Okay, let's re-up on our bolts. Okay, so since we pulled that off, I guess I'm going to skip on the double jump, but the recent changes made it so it's only -8 move speed now. Or no, it's -10 move speed. Did they change it again? I could have sworn they said -8. Or maybe it's it was 18, but now it's -10, so that's not bad. Do races matter at all? Oh yeah. So let's say you go Lizardman, you can't wear a headpiece, but you get a +20 armor rating and a constant +10% headshot damage reduction. You know, let's say you unlock a special race from one of the leaderboard rewards like I did. So I got this Nightmare Skeleton one season. He's -10 magic resist, but he gets a +10 armor rating. Orc, right off the bat, you can have like an elf or an orc or a skeleton, I think. So you get +1 strength, -1 agility, versus the opposite with elf. +1 agility, -1 strength. Skeleton, 10 magic, -10 armor. This guy's hideous, so I'm never going to play as him, but -1.5% action speed, +3 HP. And then there's like a wolf or something you can unlock, this guy, a lichen. +4 vigor, can't wear a headpiece, but you get +10% damage headshot reduction. I thought there was something else that you couldn't wear a headpiece with. What was it? I think the dwarf is coming at some point. Red skeleton that you can buy for the blue monies. Okay, let's get back into it. Let's get a big luck pot. Alright, I gotta fill up my water as we load in here, guys. Yeah, dwarf rogue, like a tiny little dwarf guy. I don't know, are they actually gonna add it? We'll see. Yo, Duckfart, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. We got Antos. Duckfart again, gifting that sub to Edward. And M1911, thanks for 17 months. We got Meeb, Splices. Thanks for over 16, dude. And Meeb says, loving the streams, man. Thanks for everything you do. Aw, thanks for the message, dude. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm just snacking. Jackie, so there's a quest. I did the quest where you have to turn in one of each royal gem to get the chest. So I got like 2 of the gems on stream with you guys, and then I got 2 gems off stream with my friends. And I just pulled them all together in the shared tab and gave them to one of my other characters and did the quest. Because the other character had already done all the quests leading up to the chest one, you know what I mean? So if I find... I think we're two royal gems away from getting a second chest on this character. So it's a nice little goal that we got. Oh, Sliper, I've been playing on and off ever since maybe one of their first few playtests. I might have skipped the first playtest, tried the second or third, something like that. And then we played a few playtests, skipped one when they had all that drama going on with the lawsuit crap, and now it seems like it's going their way, so we're back. But I took it pretty slow and casual in the beginning. It wasn't until I played a solid chunk off stream with friends trying to do the 3-mans that I got a little bit more knowledgeable with it, because my friends were much more into it than I was at the time. Alright, so the lobbies are starting to starting to slow down a little bit, filling up, so we might just do a couple more and then go to bed here, guys. Probably another hour. It's very nice being able to move again while invis. Yeah, I feel like they have to have that creative space for you to take the 10 steps without leaving your little outline around your character while invis. I spawned right next to the troll. I guess we could do it. Might get killed though. It's gonna be hot. Like somebody always shows up in the troll on High Roller. Might pay off to be the second or third one here. Actually, here, let me just open this door real quick. Let's just be safe, just in case. So I guess I've learned if somebody comes from one way, you might just have to escape out the other, or else they're gonna trap you. Try to have a few hiding spots ready. Like, did I hear somebody? Yeah, kid, it just comes down to what you practice. If you practice the right side, it's gonna pay off eventually. But if you want to get it done early and quick, I think left is easier. So by now, you should argue that I should have practiced right side by now, but I just keep going left. It can be pretty quick. God, that feels so laggy. Oh wow. That was super quick. He kept giving us headshots. Purple Bardiche. Alright, now this is where we get ran over by somebody that comes down here trying to kill us. Damn. Lots of goodies. Yeah, not the best stuff. Was killing him even worth it? Yeah, I mean, it's worth it because, okay, so if somebody kills the other boss, this door opens and it leads you to a middle room with a bunch of treasure, gold ore. So right there, worth it. You can hit this 5 times, you can check this. You know, even if you get shitty drops off the boss, it opens up this room down here, which you can't get here without killing him. Problem is, if somebody comes right now, they kind of got the high ground. I only got one way out, might be trapped. Especially if it's like a barbarian or a warlock or something, it could get rough. Actually, we do have cutthroat. Alright, so we're looking for a royal gem. Ooh, close. 1 tier away. I think I hear somebody coming. This ain't good. Oh boy. not be coming down. So our luck is currently 116. Yeah, the spears probably sell for decent money. Let me just take something I'll actually use though. What do you think? Are people gonna buy those? 5 will, 1 knowledge? Are those expensive? Let's see if somebody opened this door. Not good pants. Alright, let's move on. Holy crap, that was sudden. Oh god. I think he was crouch jumping down at us, which, you know, I like crouch jumping down too. I like being friends with some people, but I do worry that Hyrule has turned into like you just crouch at everybody and see if they're friends, and if they are, cool. If not, like sometimes I team up and then I get backstabbed at like the worst time. I just don't know if I should really trust trying to team up and then going and killing other players with a dude, or maybe he's just crouch jumping down so we don't kill each other. Who knows? But a lot of people say a lot of these dudes are in here are AP grinding, so like they'd rather run away and save their stuff rather than risk it. So like they're, at all costs they're trying to get out alive with a bunch of treasure basically. But not everybody, just some people. Ooh, that guy might be juiced out over there. Looks kind of scary. Oh gosh. Oh my god, I'm in fucking deep shit, dude. What? I'm gonna fucking die. What? Oh! It was a freaking ranger's bear trap, and then I think a poison crossbow from a rogue almost killed us. Thought we were gonna be good, and then I saw we were bleeding out from the poison. Oh, yeah, was it goblin poison? I thought it was poison from the rogue as well. See if we can get a static over here. Oh god. thanks. I don't want to fight that guy. Ah, we can do it. Is he next to a dead guy? I think he killed a guy. Whoa! Jeez, that got dicey. Oh gosh. He did kill a guy. Okay, let's check that dude in just a sec. We got that rope extract up. He must have died to the purple wizard. Ooh, nice boots. Oh, what is this guy, a barbarian or something? Must be a barbarian. Oh, debuff, I'm sure, man. The problem is, whenever I would play with my wizard buddy, he wouldn't... No offense to him, he was kind of new to it, but, he wasn't really hitting me with the ignite and the invis as much as some people would. You know, I think as a wizard, if you're going to go into melee mode, or your teammates are, you can cast the ignite on them. I just don't have a lot of experience getting ignited, sadly. You know, sometimes I'm in the mood for nothing but solos in this game, other times it feels proper to just be doing nothing but trios. You know, right now we're back in the solo thing. Alright, making good money at least, getting some AP. Okay, how much time do we got? A little bit over a minute. Okay, gear score just above 225, we're good to go. Oh, that's a good question. Does ambush proc off of the wizard invis still? They may have changed that. I'm trying to think. Did they change the way that, do you get your bonus from a wizard's invis? Yo, Zadi, thanks for the new Prime sub, dude. I'm sorry I missed you. Now we got Daddy as well. Thanks for almost 4 years subbing. And at last, thanks for watching, dude. Get that ready for later in case we come back and hide out. Alright, didn't go so bad before. Let's do this until we die. Oh, what? That's bullshit. Oh no. No! Yikes, dude. Yeah, I probably jumped too early. My problem is trying to time. It's actually pretty tough to stab him in the ass with the stiletto because it's so short. It's hard for me to like stay on target and jump at the same time. Let's try the rondelle. I bet this is gonna be better. Oh yeah. It's the stiletto, dude. It's like 100 times easier with the rapier. And it's like 50 times easier with the rondelle. Wait a minute. Oh, dude, it is like, what? That almost just cost us big time, that fucking leg. Oh yeah, dude, easy. Kidding me? Man, it's just so hard to stay on target with the stiletto and time the rocks. That's what it is. This thing is good for players, man, but yeah, it's hard to hit his ass cheek. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, we are lagging. What's going on here? We got no heals. You think you heard somebody close? Really? I don't think I heard anybody. Okay, so what's our luck at? Only 36, sadly. Once you start getting over 250 luck, you have a much better chance of getting these royal gems. It's pretty noticeable. Yo, Rebu, thanks for, what is it, over 2 years subbing. We got K-Clips. Thanks for the 9-month resub with Prime. Yeah, for that middle door to open, you have to kill both bosses. Or you don't have to kill them, but somebody has to kill both bosses. Could be separate. You could do it yourself if you're quick enough. If I ran right up and run all the way across the map, it's not that bad. Decent move speed on those. Yeah, there's a small luck pot and then a big one. So the big one could give you 150 luck. Ooh, damn. Legendary piece. Is that any good? Memory capacity ×2, magic power, max health. Seems like it's probably good, right? You think people would buy that for big money? $3 to $4K? Ooh, no way. Let's try to get out. Ooh, Royal Goblet. Gonna get Royal Gems. What can we drop? I don't know, Xathius, I'm not proud to admit that as a kid I would choke on Tetris. I'd do pretty good, but then I'd choke. Just how it was, man. Oh, somebody's probably in here. Doesn't look inviting. Everything's dead. Oh, except for that stuff. Oh, they already left. One of the portals is missing. Uh-oh. Here it comes. I just wanted to see it. We got any action? Pretty geared up rogue. Got good stuff. So this guy is interesting. He's got that lantern shield. Let's see if he does the parry with it. Oh no, he's got a longsword. I was gonna say, it's kind of tempting to go fighter and play with that lantern shield, so you can just focus on doing parries and counterattacks. Seems kind of nice. Damn, so just one Royal Goblet, 72 gold. Not bad. Alright, so then Crusader armor, let's see. Flea market. Crusader, legendary. Let's go. What was the other one? Magic power, max health bonus. Oh, so nobody even has it up for sale, huh? I've got a 1 of 1. What do you think it's worth? Let's take away all this stuff first. Just legendary piece, 344. Alright, let's start going up a little bit. Magic power. Alright, let's go up to the memory capacity bonus. We're getting up there. Max health bonus. Doesn't even exist. What do you think we should sell this for? Whoa, wait a minute. With just these two, magical power and additional memory, 4K. So we found the spot, right? Just to make sure it sells, what do you think? Do we put it up for 2K or 3K? $2,500. We got 3 minutes to kill anyway. 2K sounds reasonable. And so we're never gonna run out of money, I don't think. So let's check max health. Max health bonus, that's, yeah, not that expensive. Combine max health with magic power though, that's 4K. Once went up for 3 days with no buyer, so it's around 1.5 to 3K, I think. Like max health and memory. So additional memory and max health, 1.3. Max health and memory capacity bonus, 888. Yeah. 3K, you think? I don't know. What's the worst case scenario? I guess we waste a little bit of money to put it up. 150 gold to put it up. Let's just do 2,750. I think that's respectable. Leaderboard rewards? Yeah, so we got at least the Wanderer coin pouch, we got the Pathfinder skin, and then the rest of them I don't really care about, but we could try to get the campfire. I'm not going to use all those slow pants, but might end up selling them or putting them on a different character. We did a quest for this guy. What is it? Use surgery kits. Okay. Less than a minute, perfect timing again. Wonder if I should be spending our skull tokens or should I save it for a really good deal? We just gotta find something we really need, like a certain dagger. Dagger, pants. Damn. 13 move speed, legendary Lightfoot boots. Could get those. there. Sadly, my trio buddies took a break from D&D like right after the Frost boss came out. Or we played a little bit, but we didn't really kill the dragon yet. I think we tried it once and that was it. But it was weird because when they first came out with the dragon, you almost had to pre-team to activate it. Like you had to get a 4th member of the group to activate the boss, but now they changed it, so I think you can probably solo the damn thing. I can see Ribcage. Yeah, this guy's ancient, man. He just doesn't really eat. Sneaks around the dungeon, doesn't eat any food. Headshot damage? Or non-headshot, okay. Arm hits 20, 40, 60. It's actually a good way to see it. Arm 20, body 40, head 60, 20, 40, 60. Yeah, problem is if I'm not going in super juiced, wearing no chest is a kind of a nice way to get a little bit more movement speed. We just barely qualify for high roller right now as well. 230. Alright, this might be the last one depending on if this lobby doesn't fill up, I'll probably call it after this. How many people we got? 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good enough. I mean, the point of this is probably just trying to get gems anyway. But I'd like to fight some players. Oh, what do they say?
That ain't nothing to do with farms, you know what I'm saying? I just money.
Yeah, all these lobbies have 100 rogues in them.
Getting mad about all the rogues, but he's the barbarian. It was tough because barbarian's fun, but you're just like this big meathead that
Usually how it goes.
runs people down.
Versus me is how the fucking lobbies play out.
Yeah, bro, I got the pumpkin kit on though. The fit, I like the fit. The pumpkin fit looks nice.
Thanks, big dog. Thanks, big dog. You get it.
We got some hot shots in here.
Pumpkin.
I don't know. I never picked a rogue because of a certain playstyle. I just thought it sounded cool. Sneaking around in the dungeon, trying to get behind people and ambush them. I don't have a problem with barbarian, but it's like it just holding W, running people down, doing nothing but melee attacks. Like there's not as much thought process to it, I guess, but it's not as easy as some people make it out to be. Kind of tough to get right up on somebody and do the slow swing with a big weapon as a barbarian. It's kind of tough to learn that. You don't play D&D, but you want to play Pickpocket Rogue. Yeah, I think the best Pickpocket Rogue stuff happens when we go into the duo or trio lobbies. Doesn't feel as fun when you're only pickpocketing one dude. But having that group escape is so much fun. Actually, maybe I'll keep that. I might mess around on a ranger someday. Maybe save that, send it over to my ranger. Bounce out of here. Why do you solely play Goblin Cave? So, Omer, that's the tricky part, man, which, when they first added the ability to play all the maps in solo, duo, trio, I thought, great, it's going to force us to play the other maps, incentivize playing all the maps, and it does, but the problem is I've played Crypt so much with a 3-man team, it really feels like it's built for 3-mans. Like, certain rooms have a certain amount of mobs in them, where, like, it's designed to have a 3-man team, I feel sometimes. You can still do it solo, no problem. It just doesn't always feel right. Like, this map was actually, it was the solo-only map for a long time, and some of the rooms feel like they're meant for solos, you know? But then they made it so you can go duo and trio. So, I mean, plain and simple, it's my favorite map. For players, for bosses, for most money. You know, they have it set up where you kill one boss, either this guy or the troll, and you can make, you know, 500 to 1,000 gold, no problem. We arguably just made like 5k if that piece sells, or not 5k, but we made like 2k off of, or almost 3k off of that one piece that we got, you know? So they just have it set up where like Goblin Caves is a no-brainer. And I wish they would add maybe more variations to the other maps to incentivize going into a random castle, not the same castle layout every single time, you know? I think there are a few variations, maybe just not enough to really notice. Oh shit. But, yeah, I think Crypts is my favorite, but only when I'm playing with threes or only when we're doing the solo versus trio pickpocket stuff, you know? And then the other thing is Frost Caves, the snow map. It's just, there's so many mobs. Like, you'll be focusing on a player and then you aggro like 15 mobs out of nowhere. It's just not that fun. Again, unless you're playing with like a friend. I think they're going to change something with it to hopefully incentivize playing all the maps regardless of your group size, you know? Oh, fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Kind of forgot what I was doing there for a second. Oh, it's leg. Oh, we're dead. Too early. Oh! That one rock messed us up so bad. Here we go. Damn. It's getting kind of quick. Uh-oh. Heard that barbarian coming. I sometimes forget to do the crouch jump against the rocks because I'm so spoiled by having double jump sometimes. Is that the key to crouch jump during the rock fall? I know Sequisha told me that once, but I wasn't sure if it was really necessary. Oh, it is necessary, okay. Damn. It's always that one little missing piece of the puzzle in this game that you gotta figure out. Oh, someone's probably gonna pay us a visit. can't you open the golden chest? So this one is always unlocked. The other golden chests require a lockpick. This one is different. It's a marvelous chest. But the golden chest, you just need a lockpick, or the lockpicking perk as a rogue. Or I think the bard has a song that opens it. And does somebody else have something? Ooh. Doesn't the wizard have a way to open stuff? Maybe not. You think somebody would buy those? Rawhide gloves, purple. Spellcasting speed, magic pen, armor rating. A wizard does not. Oh, it's a locking spell? What does he lock? I've never came across a locked door from a wizard. That's gotta be like the rarest thing in the game. Purple crossbow. Locks doors for a moment. Oh, so you go through, turn around, lock it, and then run away. If he's like chasing you, it's kind of good. Yeah, they're too busy blowing him up. Like, I can't run that spell, bro. I gotta get fucking juiced up. He's like, that's not part of the meta, dude. No, they're not all sweaty, but Wizard's pretty fucking sweaty lately. It's not even that it's sweaty, it's just that you can be super sweaty with it if you want to be. You can get really, really good. Wizard's probably got a super high skill ceiling. Ooh, gold goblet. Purple ring. That's not bad. Okay, let's sell some junk, or get rid of some junk. I got plenty of rapiers, I guess we're good. It's gotta be pretty rough to go up against a ranger as a wizard if he's hitting all of his shots. Ooh, somebody's dead there. Oh, it's a mage. That's not good. That is not good at all. Gotta send that bug back after him. Available. Could just bounce. We got no more gains to make, really. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Might have time for one more if we land on Goblin Caves. If not, we might call it. It's not even greedy, it's just that it's like a Tarkov raid. I feel kind of lame if we don't do a player encounter. Like ideally, I'd love to get a boss kill, a player kill, you know, like an exciting player moment each raid, but it's just not always cut out on this map, or not always cut out during the boss runs. It's like you spawn next to a boss, you kill it, and then if you can leave scotch-free, you might as well. Or scot-free, whatever. No, Massive, actually, definitely not. I mean, the company you guys give me is actually, it's a pharma company, but this summer I've been spending much more time outside my office and outside in general, you know, with or without people, so... No, I mean, you can, streaming can be isolating for sure, especially in the early phase where you're like, whoa, I could turn this into a gig, and you realize, you know, you're growing it, and you got more people showing up, and you start feeling more obligated to show up more often. And then you can totally sacrifice your social life for an extended period of time. I know that I totally sacrificed my social life for a certain amount of months or years back in the day when I was at a certain phase of, let's say, being either addicted to DayZ or realizing that I had a cool gig to continue to build on with Twitch, you know? So it's like, yeah, you go through that phase where you're completely isolated and you sacrifice some friend stuff, but I think with any gig or job or career path you pick, like, you kind of have to... You know, there's certain friends that are going out drinking every night that if you hang out with them, you're not going to get done what you want to get done, whether that's sitting around playing video games or going to work, whatever. And I was at that standstill where it was like, maybe it's for my health for the best if I go into lonely mode for a little bit, you know. But after a few years pass, you definitely want to reconnect with those people. You got to have friends, you know, you got to have some family and some friends around, or else at the end of the day, none of this shit really matters, so... But there are certain months where I just want to be alone too, or not months, but at least there's certain days where I'm very happy to be chilling, lonely, you know. But I'm not always lonely. What I'm trying to say is I used to be, but I'm not anymore, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's keep this stuff for a different character. What I will say though is streaming can, if I did like a 16-hour stream and it was pretty awesome in a way, like it can really drain your social battery the next day. Like if I'm talking a lot, we have a really good day, the next day I like don't want to talk to anybody, if that makes sense. And it's kind of shitty, but like streaming is great. It's really great, but it can also be extremely draining where like you just want to have an antisocial day the next day. Maybe no, back in the day I was on like every day freaking 14-hour streams. There was a phase when I was explaining to you like the whole you feel obligated to show up more often, you know, you got a cool thing going, you see the growth. There was a time when I felt like, holy shit, I better just fucking go to bed and get right back on. You know, but you realize like that's not healthy for the long run. It's good to do that sometimes, but you can't do that forever, you know. Okay, let's see. This will be the last one, dudes. Goblin Cave's lined up. Let's get a luck pot, and then we should be good. Ooh, 225. What's wrong? That almost screwed us right there. Well, 224 gear score wouldn't let us in. It's not that I wouldn't want to get on and talk to you guys, it's just like you feel, sometimes like I want to get on and play some games, you know, I want to stream, I know once we get into a good run, I'm going to want to, but sometimes you just feel like you don't have the social battery to do what you want to set out to do. You want to have a happy presence, you want to be a little bit energetic, you want to be in a good mood, you know, and no matter if it's streaming or going to work, you can't always be in like a perfectly talkative, good mood every single day, you know. So if there's a certain day I take off, just know that's probably... Maybe I just don't feel like I can put out the 10-hour stream that I want to that day, you know. But yo, MJC, thanks for the 11 months. We got Fuse, thanks for the 7 month sub. We got Just Wool, Pizza Sandwich, Warcom. Thanks for all the resubs and gifted subs during these raids. Oh, Gorilla. Yeah, that was sleepy. Or, that was so messy. I wasn't saying I was getting sleepy, but I was getting a little bit annoyed at Namal, so I figured out let's go for this low tier grenade play, and then I got insta karma, dude. I dropped the nade at your feet, and then I walked on the landmine right after. Yeah, thanks for not being a total torturous dickhead after the word or after the fact, though. Yeah, and Flower Girl, that's what I'm trying to express, is like in your earlier 20s and mid-20s, you don't really think about the fact that your health is important in certain ways. But once you start feeling it, you're like, oh yeah, now I know what they're talking about, you know. Certain nights where you don't get enough sleep eventually do catch up to you and stuff like that, so. You gotta take care of yourself, or else you're not gonna be able to do what you want to do in the long term. Whoa, what? I didn't realize you got through there. Ooh, that's a good ring. 2 dexterity. 1 true physical. Alright, we're not doing the Cyclops again. We've done him a couple of times now. Let's try to focus on players on this one. Seriously? That guy opened the door? While the centipede is right there? So that centipede didn't change aggro until the last second there. Ooh, a little accidental drag there from one head to the other. What was that? True physical damage. Yeah, probably not the best for a caster. Yeah, use taco. It really is important. You know, sometimes you think like, skip working out or skip breaking a sweat, but doing some type of exercise really helps you regulate your metabolism and helps you sleep at night and helps your mental health so you're not thinking about dumb shit. It's definitely something good about exercise. I mean, lots of good things about exercise. Especially if you're playing video games as much as some of us do. It doesn't always have to be a freaking crazy workout. It can sometimes just start small and go for a walk outside, stuff like that. Ooh, it's one of those special chests here. Small coffer. This guy's right under us. Whoa, that's a lot of gold. Golden skull token. Oh fuck, it's that rogue. I'm scared. Oh, I'd love to hear that, Nate. Oh, massive. Are we gonna play the new Tarkov wipe? I'm still wondering that myself. So, since you're talking about the Tarkov wipe, do you know, like, what would you say are the top 3 or top 5, maybe not 5, but a few big things coming in the wipe? Like, we're not getting a new map, right? But we are getting a new boss. And does that boss have something new, like he travels to all the maps, or is he only on one specific map? I don't know, if you can give me like 3 really sweet reasons to check out the new Tarkov wipe, I definitely am considering it. Ship performance guaranteed. Oh, well that's a plus. Ship performance, okay. I mean, I didn't have a problem with performance last time I played Tarkov. Factory rework? Oh, okay. Rework in factory? That'd be down for a little bit, or that'd be worth a little visit at least. Wait. New wipe, new cheaters, come back. Well, I mean, usually it's best to play like right when it wipes though, like when the cheaters are still trying to update to the latest version, I would assume. But I don't know. Oh, I'm glad I'm giving you the itch to play Eyeless. These high roller lobbies, it's kind of tough to get good PvP. I think the best action versus players might happen in the mid-tier lobbies. Sometimes. Are there a lot of cheaters in D&D? In my experience, no, but I also don't know what to look for. You know, if I'm getting tapped by a ranger, if he's hitting all of his bow shots, who am I to say he's a cheater? Maybe he's just hitting all of his shots, maybe he's got 3,000 hours in the game, you know. I don't know if I can confidently say I've ever been blatantly cheated. But some people know what to look for and they got a sense for it. You can probably find some YouTube videos of people watching a cheater or whatever, calling shit out. And yeah, maybe I'm not seeing the cheaters because I'm not going in with 6,000 gear score at the highest rank and high roller. I don't know. Not sure where everybody's at. Oh, it's that rogue again. Cheaters, you mean rogues? You know, it's fine that you think rogues are cheaters, but a lot of people think that fucking cheesy warlock strats are just as bad. Cheesy druid strats. Super juiced up hold W barbarians. I mean, the list goes on and on. Oh, he got sussed out. Fuck. Just a couple of rogues, like they said in the pregame. Oh shit. Careful, bro. There's a couple of rogues over there. I need you to kill one of these rogues, man. I'm too weak. Okay, so where were those guys? Back in the center room here. Go kill him. Yeah, rogue versus rogue fights are not my favorite. I like playing as a rogue, but I hate the hand bow crossbow meta. Or the hand crossbow meta, whatever it's called. Where you can have like two of them, one in each hand, you swap back and forth, keep like jumping away, super fast movement speed, you know. It's really not fun to fight against. So I try my best not to just kite people around with the hand crossbow. So boring. Oh, good job, dude. You killed one? Or no, that's somebody else. No, I'm not really up to date with the new creep stuff. I stopped using it. He probably just left. Yeah, no, next. So our first raid when I swapped over was our best one. Just because we saw literally the whole lobby fighting each other. It was fun. Oh. Problem is, the dudes in Hyrule tend to want to survive a little bit extra hard with all their juicy gear, trying to farm AP. Where'd that guy go? Well, dude, Soviet, if you're saying that Bard is your favorite, you can use a Rapier on the Rogue. Rapier is so good. Yeah, me personally, I can't really see the Arming Sword fit in the Rogue. It's much more of like a warrior weapon. Ooh. Purple boots. Oh yeah, try the short sword. I feel like the short sword is super underrated. Everybody hates it at first, but when you get good with it, it's really fun. Wear the chest. Oh yeah, I could wear the chest just to escape with it. Speaking of short sword, I'm dropping that one. Give that to a fighter. Purple staff too. Alright, let's just try to escape this last elevator. Last guy's a barbarian. Alright, that's kind of low action. Let's do one last one if I can match up with either a duo, trio, castle. And let's try to go back to the pickpocketing. It might be fun to try to live amongst the bigger groups and sneak around trying to take their shit. Let's see if we can pull it off before bed here. I honestly still think that trying to escape from a big threat is more fun than sneaking around assassinating solos. So let's try it. Well, let's try sticking to the 125 gear score for now. Until we get a little bit better at pickpocketing. In that case, I gotta hurry up here. Trios, okay, we got a minute and 20. $130 gear score. We gotta drop one more thing. Okay. Damage is good, speed's good. Gotta go pickpocketing. Hide mastery. Okay, should be good. Shit, we're just a little bit over still. Why are we over? Alright, that's good enough. Oh, story things. Yeah, dude, so the stuff we got on YouTube is really old. Obviously, I was a mega noob when I first got into D&D, but we'll slowly start uploading some of the new stuff too. But that was some of the most magical times as being a noob at this game, dude. It was so difficult and mysterious. It's like you want to keep playing, but you kept getting crushed. So I'm glad you still got a kick out of it, even though we're probably getting owned 24/7 as the early rogue. Any other classes you stuck to, or do you just like the rogue main? Yeah, so rogue's been my favorite, but whenever they did the multi-classing thing, where you could combine different perks and abilities from one class and the other, you know, like try to build a super character using perks from other classes when we went through that phase. That encouraged me to try out Fighter, Barbarian. You know, I started with Ranger back in the day. So I'd say, you know, if I could only pick one class to do the best performance-wise with, it was probably Fighter. You know, you can do the dual-wield build with a bow, or you can go in with a shield and be the tank. You know, Fighter is really, really cool. But I always come back to Rogue being my favorite. But it seems kind of nice to have a bow as well. Obviously Ranger, if you're mainly coming from shooting games, Ranger's really, really strong. Barbarian can be fun, but I just can't really bring myself to do the cast and magic classes. Alright, let's try to find a group here. Somebody told me they were going to make it so you can't queue in to duos or trios if you're solo, but clearly that's not a thing yet. I don't know if it ever should be. Ooh, coffer over there. was new noise. Oh, last one is high roller, this one is not. A lot of people in high roller are farming their AP score, so if they're in like a risky situation, they're more bound to run away rather than fight. Which I ran away quite a bit too from rogues, but... As a rogue, I'm trying to pick ideal fights, obviously. What's the AP score? So, let's say you go into high roller, and you come out, every single slot here is filled with treasure. Like, you dropped everything, all your heals, all your arrows, you filled everything with good treasure. You know, you probably make at least 500 to 1,000 gold just off of sellables alone. And at the lower ranks, that's going to get you literally 1,000 AP. But when you start getting to the higher ranks, it comes down to like, oh, I only made 500, 600 AP off of that same loot. So it depends what rank you get to. What keybinds you gotta change? All use the same buttons? I don't really change any keybinds. It's just going to come down to what you have on your Q and your E for abilities. And then what weapons you're going back and forth from on 1 to 2. Yeah, I think they're still trying to play around with how AP is going to be gained. Like at one point they made it so treasures didn't give you as much, now they do again. So it's like, are they going to focus on treasure farming or getting rewarded for like killing players and stuff? Shadow's already in here. So IGS, I think it might dictate a bracket of, or a skill bracket that it puts you in, different ranks. But also it just helps with the rewards at the end of the season. So you rank up and then at the end of the season you're going to get a bunch of bonuses because you got to a certain rank. Where are the dudes at? I guess I just don't know where to look. Here we go. Signs of life. So the coolest thing, good example, is if you get to the Wanderer rank, green rank, anybody can get there, even if you keep dying. You can unlock 1,000 gold coin purse for the start of next patch. Fuck, they didn't go this way. Where did they go then? Here we go. Yeah, probably having creep on for Dagger Master would be good, but in threes, and they hear my steps, they might think it's a teammate step if I'm in the right spot. Yeah, nobody's died yet. I wonder if this was the server even full when we first got in here? I don't know if we had time to look at everybody. Okay, somebody died. I don't know. Now we're playing trios. We just can't find the dudes. Oh shit. I don't know, I think this is maybe a reason why some people stick to Goblin Caves. It's just kind of hard to find people sometimes on this map. Nobody's even been through here. Okay, I say we end with maybe like a... Oh, do I hear somebody? He's like, wait, what the fuck? We got a rager over here. Ooh. Oh. I got a little bit too ballsy there. I just want him to know that I took some shit. Oh, we could have got that fucking enchanted dark fabric. I could have done another one. He kept hitting the wall there. That would have been perfect. Oh, God. Wait, is he the only guy in there? Yeah, he's the only dude left in there. And look, both of his teammates left, though. Alright, I think last time we tried this, we realized that duos was the sweet spot. So let's go down to duos. Or no, trios is on Goblin Caves. Let's try trio Goblin. Alright, this has to be the last one, though. That's funny how he hit the wall while I'm taking his shit. It would have been crazy if that was like a golden key or something really, really good. And it was all from that very last attempt. That very last X miss that he had. Okay, so 113, good enough. Alright, let's do one more. Yo, Zugzor, thanks for almost 4 years being here, man. 45 months, that's a long time. We got MJC, Muse, or Fuse. Thanks for the 7 months up, dude. I think I already got you, though. Really saw a clip of a pickpocket rogue get an artifact weapon from somebody in hell. Oh, we gotta start going deep into hell for the pickpocketing. Oh, let me guess, Trio Goblin Caves is gonna be totally empty. I feel like some people don't like playing Trio Goblin Caves because it's too small for them, or like the corridors are too tight for a 3-man. You speak other languages? Nah, so when I was in high school, you could either pick Spanish or French. I went with Spanish because that's what all my friends did. And I took it for like 4 years, did really good grades-wise, but found myself doing more of like memorizing instead of actually learning. And now that it's been so many years without me consistently using it, I've lost most of it. But it starts to come back when I try. You know, if I like start thinking about it, it comes back slowly. So I'm sure I could take an online course and get most of it back, but nah, I've let it slip away, sadly. Dude, nobody's in here, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright dudes, we're going to bed. Let's just go kill a boss, and then we're going to bed. It's not even high roller though, so we can't get the gems probably. Fuck. I think I always had that bad mindset, like, oh, I'm never going to use this language. Or why would I learn a third one? I'm never going to use the second one type thing, but it's still really good to do. It expands your brain the more you learn. Yeah, it's 4:40 in the morning going into a Monday, so a lot of people on the East Coast servers are in bed or playing probably solo duo. Sucks I won't let you back out of empty lobbies. It does suck, but a lot of people would love this if they were specifically farming for loot. They would gladly take an empty lobby, but we're trying to get some player encounters, so it kind of sucks. Now you can't back out. I'm pretty sure if I did this, I would lose all my stuff. But again, we can make the most of it. Just go kill a boss, get out real quick. %. Alright, just like I said, some of these days we gotta try to play D&D a little bit earlier so we got nothing but full lobbies. Sometimes when it gets late it dies down a little bit, even though the game is in a good spot population wise usually. No, I've never killed the Ice Dragon, Strick. I was really surprised to hear that some like solo rogues can kill it. I thought they were really pushing that you need like a solid 3-man team to kill the boss, you know? So I probably gotta study up on how to do that. You can do Cave Troll without the rapier? Oh, for sure. You can kill Cave Troll with any weapon, any character. It's all about your movement, your footwork. I'd say the rapier really helps during the rock phase of the Cyclops. That's when I would like one. Okay, so let's just go right to troll. Try to get a troll pelt. Change this over to EU, you get fights. Yeah. Be against the Europeans with their fucking double sword length. Hit me across the fucking room. It's a good idea though. Wait a minute, who turned this light off? These lights randomly turn themselves off? Who the fuck did this? Yeah, we saw nobody in the lobby. Yeah, it must be randomized lights. I didn't know that. Whoa! It's a quick way back to the lobby. Yeah, Alex, we could do that here. Whoa! Oh, I fucked it. I fucked it. We're good, we're good, we're good. I literally looked up at chat. That's my bad. Ooh, troll's blood. Okay, so clearly that's not going to be open. Alright, instead of hitting the pile, let's just go over to Cyclops. Pile is pretty fun to loot in High Roller, not so much in normals. Unless I got fat luck on, which we got no luck. Yeah, it sucks we got no players, but this is good practice to kill both bosses. Can't go from the underground? No, so the underground door only opens if both bosses have died. So it's kind of like a meeting of the minds between the two boss killers in a sense. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you can go underground, but only after both bosses are dead. Yeah, we could get gold ore. I don't have a pickaxe on me though. Alright, we could die to the rock phase, but it's all good. So he doesn't do the eye phase. Oh, that wasn't fair. He didn't even hit the ground there. I noticed that's like a new bug, I think. That, those rocks fall down at the very end, even though they shouldn't sometimes. Shit. Oh no. Oh no. We're dead. Sometimes that one rock with no head protection will almost kill you. Shit. Yeah, there we go. Much quicker when we're not in high roller. How do you approach the early quests? Do you focus on each one at a time or just play and get the quest done? Artie, I'd say in the beginning just play, because there's certain rooms you don't know where to go. Like there's something called the Demon Throne or whatever, you just don't know where that is unless you look it up. So you'll naturally complete a lot of the questing just by playing. But I'd say focus on the Goblin guy and the treasure if you want to get the golden coin pouch from the Goblin and then the chest eventually from the treasure. Those are like my two main focuses every time I play. But then also, let's say you're like a ranger. You want to level up the woods, or you want to do quests for the woodsman, right? Do like his first quest, second quest, so you get more stuff from the squire. So eventually the squire will offer you like a really nice default bow, default spear, all that nice default loadout. You know, just like you want to level up maybe like the tailor and, or do quests for the tailor and the leathersmith if you want to get more clothing options, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, my priority is goblin, treasure, and then people that are going to give me gear and weapons, you know. Okay, let's see, what do we got? So we can go down here now. Okay, so we got gold ore, but I got no pick. And then you'll find two nice items up here. Ooh, got a ring. Not the best. Sometimes loose items. Alright, time to go. Let's hit the pile a couple of times. isn't too bad, but it hurts our move speed by 3. I think the copper light one gives us a little bit more move speed. Should have time to hit it all the way. Yeah, Alex, so there's something about the Ghost King fight that doesn't interest me the way the 2 trolls do, but I should learn how to do it. And like the Inferno bosses struck me as something you need to get a friend or a duo or trio to kill, but yeah, I guess you can do it solo. I just gotta practice. But I thought it was cool to know, like, there's certain bosses you just can't do unless you have a good 3-man team. You know, I'm totally fine with that. But some people are pushing the limits and soloing the new boss as a rogue, you know? Or whatever class. But yeah, I figured I'd be at least trying the Frost Dragon a little bit more. I need to start that up. Alright, that's good enough for me. Items are stored in the chest. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like a blue sellable in there, but it's all good. Shit. Let's see how much this burns. That's kind of bad. Ooh. I think we need to give that skull to somebody. It's the new skeleton merchant. Alright, let's roll. Alright dudes, I would love to go until we get like one action-packed raid or one proper pickpocket run, but I really gotta get off and get some food. Thank you guys for watching as always. We had Lewis on the way out, Zars. Thanks for the big resubs, especially the 3-year sub. Yeah, DayZ was fun. I'm just kind of in the mood to do some bigger maps, maybe not in the Molsk. So let's try to hope for a full experimental server on Livonia next time. You know, some days I get on and I see it's up to like 40 players, so that'll be a good start. I'll probably start the stream next time I see experimental up to like 30 or 40. And then we'll end with probably some Dark and Darker later that night. But as always, follow me on Twitter if you want to see when we're starting up again. Check out the YouTube. Both, obviously, we got the main YouTube and the archives channel if you guys want to check both those out. And yeah, I hope to see you guys back very soon on the next one.